In this video, we're going to build out this entire automation for a customer support ticket router. The tools we're going to be using are Google Forms, ChatGPT, or Claude, or OpenRouter, your favorite AI model. Use Slack to notify team members via Slack channels, and we're going to use Airtable as our database. And we're going to tie this all together using Make.com, the no-code automation tool. And you can use Make on the free plan, or inside our Skool community, you get free access to Make's highest team annual plan. So without further ado, let's jump right in. So first, we're going to set up our Google form. We're going to go to Google Forms, create a new form, support ticket submission, and we're going to add these questions with email, name, issue category, priority level, issue description, account type, and link this to an Excel sheet. So if I come in here, I've gone ahead and set up the form. So it's pretty simple and straightforward to do. You just add one question at a time. You would add name as a short answer text, issue category, priority level, account type, and issue description. We can go ahead and remove this. And once this is done, what you want to do is come into your Google form, click link to sheets, create new spreadsheet. And what that is going to do is create an entire new spreadsheet with all the information that comes through once we submit a form. Next up, we're going to set up our ticket database using Airtable. So we're going to create a new table called support tickets. So if I come into Airtable, you can just log in using, say, your Google account and use their free plan. If I come in here, I say build an app on your own. It's going to create this table by default, but what you can do, and for the new table we are creating, you can just copy all of these fields, okay, and come into Airtable and say create a table for me with these fields. Just paste that, hit enter, and let the AI do its thing. Yep, so it's gone ahead and created the tickets table. It has all of our fields: ticket ID, customer, email, name, category, AI category, priority, AI priority score, assigned team, status, description. Perfect. Um, what we could do otherwise is, if the AI fails or you just wanted to do it manually, um, Airtable has a pretty user-friendly interface. You just come in here to add a new column. You can choose the type. You can choose single line text, long text, checkbox, multiple select, single select, and so on. Pretty straightforward and easy to do. And now that we have our Airtable set up, we will go ahead and delete the older table and come back to our instructions. And now we are going to set up our Slack. So to set up Slack, again, you can just sign in or sign up using your Google account. I had signed in with Google. So once you're signed into Slack, and you can use their free plan, inside there, what we are going to do is create these support channels. So I have one for billing, one general, one product, one technical, one urgent. And if you wanted, like, if you hadn't set these up before, you just click on add channel, create new channel, blank channel, click next, and enter um, a name. So say I was calling this support demo, I would create it, and you are good to go. That's all you need to do to create channels. So we're going to set up our Slack workspace. We're going to use the free plan, and we're just going to create channels for support tech, billing, general. So next up, we're going to add our Google Forms trigger. Come in to make.com to create our automation. We're going to go to Google Forms, click watch responses, connect our account, choose the form. So if I come in here, It was demo for support ticket submission. We're going to set the limit to 1, hit save, click all, and save. So we've got our Google Forms module set up. Now we're going to add our AI to categorize the data. So next up, before we can set up our Claude module, we are just going to come into Google and quickly make sure we have published this form. Make sure that anyone with the link can view it. And we are going to copy this URL. So if I enter my name, the issue category, priority level, account type, and just a small description, and click submit. We just want to make sure the data is flowing correctly. So if I check my responses and if I view it in my Google Sheet, I can see the data has come through. So I can see the email address, name, issue category, priority level, account type, and issue description. And if I come back into my make scenario and run this automation, you can see that we've received one answer, and here we can see all of the values come through. And one important thing to remember when working with Google Forms and setting it up in Make is to always run it the first time so that you get access to this answers variable, or that contains all of your data that you actually need to extract, because without running it, this key in this JSON response basically does not show up. And that's why it's always good to first run the Google Forms module when creating a new automation in Make. Okay, so now that we have our Google Forms trigger set up, we are receiving data into our Excel sheet, into our Make automation. We're now going to add our Claude module for categorization and priority scoring. So if I come back into my automation, I add Claude, create a prompt, use my Claude connection. For the model, I'm going to choose the Haiku model. I'm going to set max tokens to 400. I'm going to add a new message. So we're going to give it the system or assistant prompt, as it's called here. So our assistant, we're going to give it this role. And basically what roles do are assign this to Claude and tell it, you are basically a support ticket categorization expert. You've got to analyze this ticket and provide categorization, priority scoring, and team assignment. You can always refine this prompt to give you the output that you're actually looking for. And we will look at that as we go through this tutorial. But yeah, that's all you need to do for now. Then we're going to set up a user prompt. So if I copy this across, I'm going to choose type text. And for the text, I'm going to enter, paste this in. And here, if I come through for the name, I'm going to use the answers, not the name, but inside name, text answers, answers, value. And similarly for the email, I'm going to choose the respondent email. Issue category, I'm going to come through issues category, text answers, answers, value. Same for priority level. The account type. And the description. Okay, great. And then, so then we ask the AI to provide only the AI category, priority score, assigned team, escalation needed, yes, no, and estimated resolution, how long it's likely going to take. So we save that, we save our automation, and now we can just quickly test this again. And now if I come into my Google form just to make sure everything is still working and we are getting the data as we need. If I check my Google Sheet, I can see the data has come through. And if I come back to my make automation and run this, I can see my Claude response. And inside my Claude response here in the output, you can see there's an AI category with billing. That's what we've predicted. The priority score is a 7. Assigned team is billing. Escalation needed, no. And estimated resolution is about 1 day. Perfect. So we've got our Google form set up. We've got our Claude that's predicting the data that comes through from our Google form. And now we're going to set up the automations to reroute these messages into our different Slack channels. So next we're going to pass our AI response, save the outputs into variables, and then we're going to save it in our Airtable database and reroute it to our Slack modules. So let's quickly come into our automation. We're going to add a text parser. We're going to use the match pattern, and inside the pattern we are going to do AI category first. The text is going to be the text response from the Claude model. We save that, and then we will add our next one for AI priority score. So similarly, I will choose text parser, match pattern, add the pattern. Case sensitive, you can leave no. Text is going to be the text response from Claude. Click save. Next, we have the assigned team. So come back in, new text parser, match pattern, input the pattern name, case sensitive, no. Text is the text response from the Claude model, hit save. And then the last one is escalation needed. We are going to add that in as well. Text parser, match pattern, enter the pattern, case sensitive, no. Text is going to be the output of the Claude model. Save. And now we're going to save all of this data in Airtable. So if we come back in, choose new module, find Airtable, create a record. So we're going to have to set up a connection to Airtable. This is standard and straightforward like we do for all our other modules. I've got mine set up, but if you click add, you can do it using Google, and then just the connection type is you can use OAuth or a token key. OAuth, you can basically just use your Google account to sign back in. Okay, so our base is, we hadn't named our base here, so let me quickly give that a name. Okay, so we've got that set up. If I come back in here and just refresh this list, there we see it, demo 4. So choose that, which table, it's the tickets table. And now it's going to show us all the fields we have in there. So now we've just got to quickly map this across. So for the customer email, that's going to come from the Google form, the respondent email. The name is going to come from the Google form as well. So if we come into text answers, answers value, the category, this is what the user had entered. So we're going to choose that value. For the AI category, that's the prediction we made and then saved it into a variable. And here in these text parsers, because we have so many, we should ideally label it. So I'm going to quickly do that right now. So this text parser was for the AI category. So what I'm going to do is right click here or double click if you're on Mac, click rename, call this AI category. Then do the same for AI priority score. Save. Next up, we have the assigned team. Click rename module, assigned team, escalation needed. Escalation needed. Okay, perfect. So now if we come back into our Airtable while setting up our record for AI category, now it's so much easier for us to read. So for AI category, we're going to choose this, the assigned value. For priority, we're going to choose the priority that came from the form that the user input. So we're going to go into text answers, answers value. For the AI priority score, that's going to come from our assigned variable. The assigned team is going to come from our the assigned team is going to come from our variable that we set. The status we're going to set to new by default. And for the description, we are going to take what the user had entered in the Google form. And that's it. So we save our Airtable record. We will quickly test this out and see if it all works. So if I come into submit another response, say my name, and choose feature, medium, and a description. I'm going to quickly hit submit. We can see that our new row has been added. And if I come to our make automation and run this, so we can see we've got a new row. We can see Claude has analyzed it. We can see that the AI category that it's predicted is feature, what the priority score is, and all of this data. So now if we check our Airtable and we see the output here, we can see that it's added some data in. And just to verify that all of this data is correct, if we go across to Airtable, the first row we had was a dummy row, but so if we ignore that, you can see that our new data has come in. We see the email, the name, the category, AI category, priority score, all of it, and including the description. So perfect. Our data is coming through. We are saving it in Airtable, and now we're going to add the last part of using a router to accordingly decide whether to send this message in which channel inside our Slack. So now that we have all of our data being saved in Airtable, we have our data here. We've cross-checked and made sure that it's coming through here. We can probably remove this first row. And now we are going to accordingly route the support tickets to different Slack channels. So we're going to come in here, choose router, and from the router we are first going to have the technical ticket. So now we're going to add our Slack modules. So if I come in here, choose Slack, click create a message. You can set up your connection the same way you normally do for all the other modules. Enter a channel ID or name. So we are going to select from the list. For this, we are going to choose public channel. So this was the technical route that we're going to use. So we're going to select public channel. We're going to choose the support technical channel. And for the text inside it, we are going to copy this message. We are going to come in here. So channel, we can remove this message, new technical ticket. The ticket ID we can copy from Airtable. The customer name and email, again, we can take these from Airtable itself. Name, email. The priority score is going to be the AI priority score that we got. The account type is going to come from, do we have it in our database? Okay, if we are not saving it, we could be saving it, but otherwise we can just take it from the Google form input. So that we will use the account type. The estimated resolution we have, where do we have that record? Okay, so we don't have an estimated resolution field, so we can just leave that out. For the issue, we're going to take the issue description. We can take it from our Google form, or we can take it from our Airtable record. And lastly, for our AI notes, if we wanted to, we can just use whatever Claude had given us as a text response and quickly come in and save that. We're going to set up this filter to make sure that this works as expected. So what we want to do is basically check if the assigned team, in this case, if it's technical, we will save that. Similarly, we are going to use this for our next category, which is billing. Save that. We're also going to need one more route for product and one for general. So let us set that up. So we're going to have one here for product. And another one for general. And now we're just going to copy the similar messages. This is for billing. Create a message for the channel ID, public channel. Here we are going to choose billing. For the text, we're going to choose similarly ticket ID, name, customer name, email, customer email, AI priority score, account type we are going to take from our form. Under text answers, value, we didn't have a resolution field we were saving. For the description, we're going to take that from, we can just do it from Airtable. And for our AI notes, we are going to take that from Claude. Perfect, save that, save. Next up, yeah, pretty straightforward. You get the gist of it. We are going to repeat this quickly for the last two modules. So I'm going to come into Slack, create a message, channel ID, select from list, public channel. The channel name is going to be product here. For the text, we're going to paste this in. Similarly, replace the ticket ID, the name with customer name, the email with customer email. We're going to replace the AI priority score, the account type, which comes from our Google form, and estimated resolution we do not have. Our issue description, our issue description, and our AI notes are going to be our Claude response. Click save. And the last one for the general category, where we are going to create a message, enter, select from list, public channel. This is going to be general. Text is going to be, we will copy this across, replace the ticket ID with ID, name with the customer name, email with the customer email, AI priority score, account type is going to be here. We don't have a resolution. The issue we are going to take from a table description, and for our AI notes, we are going to choose the text response. Perfect. So we have this saved. Perfect. So now we have all of our Slack modules set up, each with the individual messages. We've set up the filters. And so now we would expect that for each support ticket that comes through, it also gets routed to the specific Slack channel. And here, this is just an additional challenge for you guys to try to implement, is add a filter router after the priority score. And so then if that value is greater than equal to 8, you can send a notification to a specific Slack channel saying that these are urgent tickets and need to be dealt with immediately. But that's just a side mission, if you will. If we come back to our make automation, save it, and now if we go back to our form, we will make another submission, choose bug, and submit this. We will check in Google Sheets that our message has come through. So we can see that here. Perfect. And now if we come in and run our automation, you can see we've received a new row. If we check the row data, here we will see that all of it is coming through. Yep. inside Claude, here we get our text response with the category, score, assigned team, escalation, estimated resolution, all of that. We save this in Airtable. So if I look at the Airtable output, yep, we can see the ticket ID, customer email, name, category, all the data that we need. And here is our router. We will check that in Slack. And if I come across to Slack under before doing that, yep. So as we can see that this message was routed to the first channel, so our technical channel. So if we come into Slack and we go to technical, you can see that we have a new ticket that's come through. So it shows the AI notes. We could format this, but this is basically the Claude's response, the issue that the customer entered, and this is our entire message. And so now, by the end of this, you've seen how we had our Google form, we received the input, we used an AI to analyze it, make predictions, save that in variables, passed all of that data, and then saved it into our Airtable database. And then we use conditional logic using a router to redirect that message to the Slack channel. And this is how you can build a customer support ticket router all on your own using no-code automation tools like Make.com and just connecting all of the softwares you would use in your personal life or in your business. That's it for this one. I'll see you in the next one.